Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Sagittarius moons. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. This candle might be a little too burned down to do for the whole video. We'll have to see, but hopefully it doesn't go out or anything. But anyway, there's our oracle card. So as I'm shuffling out these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself, get relaxed, get comfy. This one too. Looks good. If you hear noises in the background, which I don't think you will, but if you do, just as I sat down to film this, there was some big truck that parked outside the window right here and is like unloading stuff, like maybe a moving truck or something. So there we go. But I need to get this video out today, so I don't think it'll be too loud, but just if you hear any weird noises, that's what that is. All right, there we go. Okay, Sagittarius moons, let's take a look at your cards. So for the oracle card, we have agreement with the water element and Libra with the strawberry. And a bunch of feathers. All right, and then for your tarot cards, we have Strength reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Ten of Wands, the Green Man reversed, aka the Fool reversed, the Wheel of the Year, aka Wheel of Fortune, and Three of Pentacles reversed. So you're clearly struggling with something. I believe it has something to do with relationships. Some kind of relationship that I feel like you're having to learn something new to make this relationship work. Like you're working on some sort of skill to help make it work. And I believe that has something to do with communication. It's something that you're not very good at, but you're trying to work on, right? Because I'm definitely seeing a lot of fear and uncertainty with this. I mean, the thing that's popping into my head is, you know, struggling to say how you feel, struggling to express your emotions to somebody. I don't know. It's a general reading, so I can't get too specific, but that is the thing that's like in my head looking at this. And of course, when I say relationship, I don't just mean a romantic relationship. I mean like any kind of relationship with somebody who you genuinely care about and love, you know, whether that be a friend, family member, whatever. Could certainly be about a partner as well. Oh, my light went out. Let me get a new one. I thought that might happen. That's not symbolic of anything, okay? It's not a sign. It's just, I wasn't sure how long this would last. It's okay. There we go. Much better. I'm kind of struggling to figure out where to start because, you know, I guess I'll just start here. So with this Three of Pentacles reversed, Three of Pentacles is like the friendship card. It's about, it symbolizes having really good relationships with people, with your friends, having really strong friendships. So having it reversed is kind of the opposite. It's struggling in some way with those friendships. But we specifically have that under the Ten of Wands, which is about a burden, feeling overburdened, right? So in the context of this reading, I feel like I think the fear is coming from the fact that you might feel like you're overburdening others. You know, I'm like holding myself back because I have to kind of play a nice game of balance here with my general readings, my moon readings, because they are general readings. So I don't want to get too specific. I want to make sure it's still, what I say is still applicable to everybody who watches. So I'm really trying to not get too specific, but honestly, I feel like I have to. So I'm sorry. I'm doing my best here, but I'm just going to go with it. Hopefully it resonates for everybody. I can't even really know. So anyway, yeah, no, I feel like you're just feeling really overburdened by, or not, I feel like you're scared of burdening with people. Burdening people with like your feelings and your emotions, or maybe you are having, actually, you know what? I think you're having some sort of issue with them, which it's something that you like want to talk through, but I think you're scared to talk about it, to bring it up, to be like, hey, you know, you said this to me and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, or hey, I noticed this is going on with you and I want to talk about it, or hey, this is going on with me and I really need someone to talk to, like whatever, something along those lines. I think you want to have those conversations, but you, number one, don't totally know how to, and number two, are scared to. What I will say with this reading is that I'm not really getting any sense that like this is somebody who you are like, maybe you should keep in your life, maybe shouldn't, maybe you should walk away from. I feel like this is more about just like a particular situation, and more so than that, about you needing to learn this skill of how to go to somebody that you are having an issue with, who you love, but you're having an issue with, and how to talk these things through. So we have this Wheel of the Year here, aka Wheel of Fortune, and it's about the ups and downs, right? If you've been in my, to my videos before, you've probably heard me talk about this card, where it basically, the wheel is an ancient pagan symbol that represents the wheel of life, where it's constantly turning, right? There's constantly ups and then downs, and then ups and then downs, and then ups and then downs, right? And it symbolizes how in life there's always ups and there's always downs, right? Nothing's ever always good or always bad. There's ups and downs for everybody forever, right? And that also relates to relationships. No relationship is perfect, right? I do think there are relationships that are always constantly bad, but for the most part, with healthy relationships, there's always ups and downs, right? So I think it's kind of, this card is here to remind you it's normal to have problems with people, right? It doesn't make you a bad person because you have a problem with somebody. It just makes you a person. That's just how these things are, right? So that doesn't need to... Oh, let me be careful how I say this. It doesn't make you a bad person. You don't need to feel guilt. You don't need to feel bad about it, right? Obviously, you're not going to feel happy when you have an issue with somebody who you love. But I also don't think that there needs to be a whole lot of emotion with that. I think if you have a healthy relationship with somebody, working through things, talking through things with people, telling them how you feel because you want to better the relationship, that's just a natural part of it. That's just what happens with all of them, right? So, because this Page of Cups card, I feel like you might be feeling like really upset about it. Like it's really getting you in the feels, in the emotions. Which I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying that's not a necessary part of this, right? I think we want to work through this so that the next time this happens with whoever, it won't hurt you like this. You know, you'll be strong enough to be able to say, hey, let's talk about it. Let's have a nice, healthy conversation. Let's figure this out. Let's work it through, you know? So, and the reason why I was saying earlier in this that I feel like this is something that you might not be like super used to, might be something you're kind of new at, is because of this Fool reversed, Screaming reversed. Although honestly, the more I think about this, the more I actually think this is just in reference to this relationship in particular. Maybe not like you forever. I think this is just somebody who you haven't done that with before. You haven't had these conversations with before. I mean, obviously, maybe for some of you, this is something you are just completely new to. But I think it's for this relationship in particular, for whatever reason. Maybe this is a relationship different than you've ever had before, or you just feel a different kind of connection with this person than others, or you're just afraid of messing things up, like we said here. Whatever the case, basically what I'm getting at here is that I think a lot of this fear that you're feeling is valid, but it's unnecessary. I think it's something that'll go away once you get better at this and once you've done it more. Yeah. The other thing I want to say too with this Oracle card here is that it comes up at times when your relationships are generally going well, or it's generally a good time for you to be doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think this reading is definitely encouraging you to have those conversations. That seems scary. If you're scared of being like too much, I don't know, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. And I don't mean that as in, I mean that in like, I think it can be really easy to assume how things are going to go, right? Make lots of assumptions and say, well, I feel like if I'm going to say this, then they're going to say that. And then I'm going to say this, and then they're going to say that. And you end up overthinking a lot, right? Or expecting the worst out of it, right? So when I say maybe it won't go bad, I literally mean that. I mean, like, maybe it won't. If you haven't tried yet, how do you know? I think that's what this reading is telling you, is like, well, you don't know how it's going to go. And honestly, I think you're a lot more capable than you think you are to have these kinds of conversations. I certainly cannot extract how it's going to go from this reading, but I kind of feel like this is implying that if you have the conversation, it's going to go better than you think it will. And then you look back on it and be like, wow, why was I so scared? You know? But I'm not trying to promise anything. That's just the feeling I'm getting. But Anyway, well, Sagittarius moons, I'm really sorry you're going through this. It's tough. I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to like invalidate how you feel or anything, because I'm a person. I've been there too, you know? I feel like this reading is kind of just trying to give you a reality check, you know? Like, hey, maybe step outside of your fear and just do it and just see how it goes and then go from there. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that. But if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have like a couple hundred of shorts videos that talk about each of the cards. So I talk about their symbolism, their upright meaning, as well as their reversed meaning. So if you're curious about any of that, if there's any cards you want to learn more about, or if you're feeling particularly drawn to in this, I highly recommend you go check those out. I think that's a nice little resource for you guys. So I'm wishing you lots of luck, and I'm wishing you lots of strength. I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you, Sagittarius moons. I really do. I always say this. I don't know. I always get so excited to film the Sagittarius moon readings. I don't know. I just love your guys' energy. I really do. So I believe in you. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.